Hey everybody, just want to do a quick video on the newest wave of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So what had actually had happened was I included the horrid mongrel figure, which is, again, I'm not sure if it's a hyena, a wolf. Very, very cool figure though. I included this in my top 10 figures from 2024. And then later on, I realized that I actually never did a video talking about this full wave of figures. Now, it's actually pretty good timing because I think these figures have actually finally hit retail. They were delayed a little bit, and what really, really made me think of it is that I have another one of these pre-ordered that went into my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store. So that's also kind of what reminded me of, hey, I never did a video for this newest wave of figures, and that's what I wanted to do now. So if you've watched any of my other AWOK videos, I've done some fairly lengthy reviews, unboxings of the first couple waves. So please make sure to check those out if you are interested in these figures at all. They are excellent, very well-made action figures. They come with really great accessories, and they scale with lots of different other toy lines. So I just wanted to kind of, do a quick overview of all these figures and, what they're all about. So again, first off, definitely my favorite from this wave is the Horrid Mongrel. I don't have him posed with any weapons, and honestly, I got all four of these quite a while ago at a toy convention called ZoloCon in Pennsylvania. And, again, probably just at the time, I didn't have a lot of time or energy to make a video, so I just kind of unboxed them and posed them and put them how I wanted them. And, for this one, I like the idea of kind of those open, displayed, like reaching out to grab you hands. So I'm not sure what accessories this guy came with. I will put the link in the description below so you can check these figures out on Big Bad Toy Store. But again, they're very, very well-made figures. They have excellent articulation, and I really, really like the armor pieces and, just how they look. Probably one of the best parts of this figure is the movable mouth. So his jaw will actually open and close, which is great. I like it a little better with the mouth open. But like I said, I have another one of these in my pile of loot on Big Bad Toy Store, and if I see any others that get, marked down, or if I see one at a toy show that's a decent price, I'll probably pick up another one because this is a really, really fantastic army builder. And, again, I've said this before in my other AWOK videos, I kind of sort of have my own headcanon. I do a little bit of customizing and swapping out of parts. So I know this is supposed to be, a bad guy, and it does kind of look like a bad guy, but honestly, I don't really know exactly where it's going to fit in yet in the collection. I mean, I just kind of have it front and center on the shelf right now because definitely my favorite of the wave, one of my favorite figures overall, and like I said, this one did also make my top 10 figures of the year. So then, going to the main character and the hero of the story is Pale. So we got a version of Pale in the first wave. I can move this guy out of the way and show you that. So this is the first version of Pale that we got. And now we have this Gladiator version. So you can see the armor is definitely different. He's got like the war paint apps on the face and the arms. And, I really like both of these figures, but I think I actually prefer the Gladiator Pale. Again, this is a main character in the story, not really meant to be, an army builder per se, but you can really have your own headcanon with these guys. Yeah, so it works whichever way you want it to work is what I like to think about with these figures. But yeah, he looks great. He has the spear and the shield, and the cool thing about these spears is you can actually take this part off, and then it kind of becomes just like a sword. So you can use this as a sword or a spear. And of course, the shields you can plug in on the back as well if you prefer to have the shields plugged in on their back. But yeah, I actually really like this version of Pale. And this is my preferred way of posing him. So the original Pale I kind of have, you know, in the background a little bit more in my display, so I can kind of showcase this guy a little bit more. So another main character that we're getting a repaint of is Atreyu. So he's basically like a humanoid lion. And I don't know, let's see if I can reach my original Atreyu figure without knocking anybody else down. So the original Atreyu was definitely more of kind of like a knight or a soldier. So he has like the full body armor. Everything's in gold, so he has gold accents and everything. So now this new version is basically the gladiator Atreyu. So again, he has the war paint on his face and body, you know, totally different armor and, you know, different weapons and stuff. So again, with these guys, I might have to go with the gladiator Atreyu being my favorite. So, you know, it just, I don't know about, at first I wasn't even sure I was going to get these, and then I saw them in person and I was like, oh yeah, they look great. So, you know, the two of these guys together with their war paint kind of teaming up in the, you know, the gladiator arena, very, very cool. And then we have this guy who I don't exactly know how to pronounce the name of. I think it's AWOK, which is, I guess he is a leopard, maybe a jaguar, but a very, very cool looking figure. You can see the, you know, the head sculpt is really, really good. The paint is amazing. He comes with like these very kind of unique, you know, tribal kind of weapons. He has the metallic blue armor and just, you know, another outstanding figure in the line. He is, I believe in the comic books, not to give anything away, but I believe that he is the guy that Pale and Atreyu go up against in the gladiator arena. So this one is meant to be a gladiator as well. Again, very, very cool figure. And what I've been doing is I pretty much put, you know, like all the cats together and then all the apes together. And I just kind of have them all, you know, out and displayed. I don't really do the good guys together and the bad guys together. And again, you know, you can kind of come up with your own, you know, version of the stories. These figures go really well with the Super 7 Thundercats figures. They go pretty well with Marvel Legends. They're a little bigger than typical Marvel Legends figures, but it kind of works because they're like humanoid animals. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this toy line, and anyone who has never heard of them before or who is just getting into them, highly, highly recommend this toy line for anyone that likes 6-inch action figures or anyone who just is really into basically like anthropomorphic animal creature warrior type stuff. You know, this line absolutely speaks to me in terms of stuff that I'm really interested in. I collect a lot of vintage toys. I also get a lot of newer toys, but I would say this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, of the new toy lines that have been out for the last couple years. So Animal Warriors of the Kingdom by Spero Toys. They just finished up another really big Kickstarter. A lot of those figures are available for pre-order through Big Bad Toy Store. And like I said, I'll put a link down below for anyone who has never heard of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom before. Please be sure to check them out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.